Jets! What is going on, Jet fans? Welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Got a fun one for you guys in this episode. But first, if you have been here before, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with me here in the Jets Ward. Always love having you no matter what. It's always a great time here, and it makes it so much better when you are here to enjoy it with me. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a Jets fan or a fan of another NFL team, that doesn't matter. You are more than welcome to be here as well. It is a safe space for you. Love having everybody. If you're a Jets fan, it's great. If you're a fan of another team, you're still welcome here. No matter what, I always love talking to other fans of the NFL as well. It is a community that we are a part of. It is great just to be here with you guys. Now, guys, as you know, for a lot of our teams, mandatory minicamp has started, and there's been so much drama going on with some teams. The Steelers, TJ Watt hasn't been reporting. He wants a new contract. But good news, they got a new quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is their starting quarterback. He has signed a one-year deal with them, which is great for them. Now we get to go against them week one in his return to MetLife, which is great. But you also have teams like the Commanders who are dealing with Terry McLaurin not showing up. You have the Bengals who, weird situation for them. Their number one first round draft pick, Shamar Stewart, edge rusher, is not reporting either because he has not signed his rookie deal yet because of different contract language in it. And he already came out and said that he will hold out. There are still solid free agents out there. Jadeveon Clowney is still a free agent. Zadarius Smith, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen. It has been crazy, guys, about all of the things that have been going on. But as you know, at Jets Channel here, I love talking about my New York Jets. It is a great sign that it seems like all the players are reporting to the Jets mandatory minicamp. No drama here, especially for a new coach in Aaron Glenn. That is great. So getting into what we're going to talk about today, guys. I want to talk about some of the news going on in the Jets minicamp so far. Highlights, some of the good things, some of the lower things, just things that I want to talk to you guys about, bright spots for our New York Jets. And the first part is you got to talk about the quarterback. Justin Fields has been turning heads in minicamp. Had a beautiful pass to Garrett Wilson the other day. You guys can see the clip on X or on YouTube. It is beautiful. The throw is perfect. And Garrett Wilson, the catch, keeping his 2 feet in, you can't paint it any better. And it's so good to see Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson's connection coming back in. Justin Fields has been a leader on this team. It looks like he's doing really, really well with all the teammates. He is the leader on this offense, which a team that needed an offensive leader for years to come. And having him and Garrett, who have played in college, Jeremy Ruckert, who Coach Glenn is high on as well, Mason Taylor there as well, Stone Smart, who has been showing out a little bit too, and all the other offensive pieces too. It has been just great to see that the Jets have a young leader at quarterback and a guy who is humble but hungry as well and wants to prove that he belongs as a starting quarterback in this league. And I don't think there's a better team that could have provided that for him other than the Jets. So Justin Fields showing out and shining so far in these mandatory mini camps, and I am so happy to hear it. The Jets might actually have – I don't want to put any shade on Aaron Rodgers because he's been great in this league, but last year was a rough year for him with the New York Jets. Jets might actually have a great young offense coming up this year, and I'm really, really excited to see it. So first highlight is Justin Fields just showing off in practice and being really free. As you see in this picture, just being a good leader, talking to a lot of his teammates and being that leader that we need. Now, going into the second part, biggest things. I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, and I wanted to point this out because this is really, really important, especially for all teams. Teams that have young talent, the biggest thing you want to do is make sure you keep that young talent. The Jets have been awful at it for years. I think Quinnen Williams was one of the first players in a while that actually got a second contract with this team. And the Jets have been just so bad at drafting for years that talent, that good talent that we do get, they're gone. They're on another team already. So it's really great to see that Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner, who are both due new contracts, who are up, who can get contracts, have been negotiating contracts already. They are not holding out like a lot of players have been doing. Again, TJ Watt, Terry McLaurin, all of these guys who want their money and deserve it, rightfully so. Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner are there. And Sauce specifically has been so vocal that he wants to be a Jet for life. And Garrett Wilson has been saying it more often as well. These guys are the focal points of our team. And I could throw in Jermaine Johnson there because he got his fifth-year option as well. He was granted it coming off an injury. He is a focal point. Quinnen Williams, too, being there. All of these players being there, especially these two, shows leadership. It shows that the culture is changing. And I get it. It's not going to be easy. The Jets probably aren't going to be the best team this year. They have a lot of talent, but there's going to be growing pains. We didn't add elite talent in free agency. We added depth pieces and pieces that could be useful. The draft. We drafted a lot of good talent. A.Z. Thomas was a shocker that I can't believe he fell there, but he's there. And we got so much young talent. But it's going to be a learning curve for a lot of these guys. New system, offense and defense for a lot of these players. But it's so important to see that these two guys who can beat Jets for a long, long time are there, grinding it out in the summer, grinding it out with their teammates, going through this harsh stuff just so they can show that they want to be here, that they care. And this speaks volumes for a lot of those younger players coming in. Armand Membou, Mason Taylor, A.Z. Thomas, Arian Smith, Francisco Mauigoa, Tyler Barron, these young guys that we drafted, even the undrafted free agents, Jamal Pritchett, Quentin Skinner, all of these guys see this. They look up to it and they care. And that shows a lot that these guys want to be there. And it makes me happy as a Jets fan to see that these guys care so much and they want to be here. And for them being at mandatory minicamp, when, again, they could have been hard on the team and held out because we've been bad since they've been here. For them to be there, it speaks a lot. And the Jets better get their contracts situated because these two need to be locked down for the Jets for a long time. All right? But continuing on, going into the next one. I mentioned him already. Armand Membou, first-round pick for the New York Jets, going to be our starting right tackle, has been turning heads in practice, has been grinding and doing a lot of things. And I understand they're not in pads. I get it. But he's been great looking in the OTA practices and now mandatory minicamp, and I know it just started. He has been looking so good, and the team has been impressed with him. AG speaks volumes of this kid. If this kid could be a great right tackle and our offensive line can stay healthy and be what we think it should be, this could be the best offensive line in football. I will say it now. Best offensive line in football. You have Olu Fashanu as left tackle, who can be elite as a pass blocker and underrated run blocker. John Simpson, who stepped up last year as a pass blocker and a nasty run blocker. Joe Tippmann, who is a great run blocker, solid pass blocker as well. AVT, if healthy, can be a great run blocker, solid pass blocker as well. And Armand Membou, who's very underrated pass blocking, a solid run blocker. This could be the best offensive line in football and the best one Justin Fields has played behind in his career. So it's great to see that he is showing out. Mason Taylor has been great too. And AG has been so happy about his blocking, which is such good news to hear because if you think about the Detroit Lions and their offense, Laporta is a great receiving tight end, great blocker as well. And if that can be Mason Taylor just a little bit, the Jets are got something cooking with fire. That offense could be something. All right. But Armand Membou showing out. People are very impressed with him so far. So continuing on. The biggest concern so far for the New York Jets is who is going to be wide receiver 2? You got Allen Lazard, who has been there. Has been a little bit of a disappointment for the New York Jets. When he's healthy, he's shown flashes, but the drops kill him. Josh Reynolds, when healthy, has shown flashes as well, has played in the Detroit system before, so he's got a little leg up, in my opinion, has shown flashes. Tyler Johnson's a sneaky pick, too, for wide receiver 2. Overall, he runs great routes, just hasn't gotten the opportunities. So he could be fighting for that wide receiver 2. Arian Smith in OTAs, his speed was elite, guys. Elite, solid, awesome. With pads on, can he do the same? Press coverage, can he beat it? That's speed is great, but if you can't get off your blocks, it's no good to us. And the drops are a concern. But if he can show what he's been showing, the catches have been really good so far in OTAs. Now we get into mandatory minicamp and training camp in the future. Let's see what he does there. But he can be fighting for the number 2 slot. Let's see. Malachi Moore is still there. Or Malachi Moore. Yeah, Malachi Moore is there. Malachi Corley. I keep mixing those two up, and I don't know why. Malachi Corley is still there. He's been dealing with a little bit of an injury. Could he be fighting for that spot? Could he be fighting for a job still? Because the Jets, they don't need to trust him. They didn't draft him. So could they trade him? Could they cut him? That could be an interesting thing. I think they keep him. That's just too much talent. Get him the ball, and he could be really good. Okay? Could he be fighting for that wide receiver too? We got Jamal Pritchett, who has been looking really, really good in the OTAs as well. And Quentin Skinner, who was an underdog, in my opinion, who I said, based on what I've been seeing, could be wide receiver 2. He's got the size, and he's been showing out speed and great hands. Could he be a sneaky underdog? The wide receiver 2 market the wide receiver 2 is a big one. I don't see us going for Keenan Allen. I don't see us going for Amari Cooper. I don't see us going for a trade for any of these guys. If it happens, cool. I don't see it happening. So it's one of these guys. And honestly, if we can get anything from them, Garrett Wilson's going to be doing the brunt of it. Mason Taylor is going to get his touches. Stone Smart, I think, is going to get touches. Breece Hall out of the backfield is going to get touches. If these guys can just be a competent number 2 receiver, the Jets could be cooking with fire, honestly. I think it's going to be Reynolds or Allen Lazard, but don't be shocked if you see Arian Smith out there more often or Tyler Johnson. I think these guys are going to get their touches. All right? So number 2 receiver has been a big question mark right now, but a lot of these guys have been looking good. And the next thing that I have for us, Will McDonald. And Will McDonald has just been showing out. The guy's bigger. He's built up some muscle on him. He's heavier now. Changed his number to number 9. The guy had a breakout season last year, 10-sack season. Be ready for another breakout year. The guy's looking awesome. And I understand, again, no pads. He's showing that burst, that quickness, that great spin move that he's got. If he can get better at the run defense, oh man, he can be a 3-down guy and just be dominant. It won't just be Quinnen Williams, who I also think is going to have a monster year this year. Jermaine Johnson, I think, is going to come back and be really solid. And Derek Nottie, Byron Cowart too. Watch those two. They're going to be really, really good. Derek Nottie especially, in my opinion. I think he's going to have a breakout year or a big season as our number 2 defensive tackle. Don't be shocked if Will McDonald goes for 15 sacks. The guy's got the talent. He's getting better and better. He's showing it at practice. And now that we have competent defensive coaches, Aaron Glenn and Wilkes, who I love, be ready for this guy to have a monster year, barring injury. I think he's going to have another breakout year. All right? And could be one of the best defensive edge rushers in the league. So mark my words on that one. But honestly, guys, that's all I got. Those were the biggest highlights and news that I've got for you. A lot of good things, and I love seeing it. It's early, but it's still good to see that these players are showing up, that they buy in to AG. Because if you don't get that buy-in, you don't get the support. He's got the support. He's got the buy-in from the players, the coaches, the owner, management, the owner, which is great. Is it going to translate into wins? I'm really hoping so. This year, it might be a rougher one. But it's building something. If these players keep buying in and they bring in people who fit this system, this team can be a team to watch out in the future. And even this year, I think they can shock somebody. The schedule is not easy, but I don't think it's that hard either. The beginning of the season, yeah, it's pretty challenging. But there are winnable games here, guys. Buffalo can be a winnable game. I know they're talented. I know they're good. Jets always play them tough. Patriots, I know they're a lot better. They're a winnable game. Dolphins, everybody's scared of the receivers. They're a winnable game. Okay? There are teams we can beat. And we could be the Commanders of last year, where we shocked people. Justin Fields could be the next Sam Darnold that turns his career around, or Geno Smith, or Baker Mayfield. don't be shocked if it happens. If it doesn't, all right, we get to see who fits this system. But I'm really happy from what I'm seeing so far. And I think a lot of fans should be as well. The team is showing up. They're buying in. They're showing the support. And I think that is very, very important for this young team and this new regime. Get that support. Get in there. See who you like. See who fits it. And go from there. But again, guys, thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. If you liked the video, please subscribe, like, comment. I love hearing from you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See you guys.